What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. Hope things are going well for you. I'm psyched today. I'm doing a request that a friend of mine, his name is Pete, and he's a big Rutgers fan, just like I am. He's a Rutgers grad. He and I are season ticket holders, and our seats are right next to each other at the rack at the Rutgers Athletic Center. And hopefully our trajectory keeps going because we finally made the tournament last year. And this year, we won our first game against Clemson, and we had Houston down by 10 in the second half, and then we lost. We wound up losing that game in the tournament. But in any case, Pete and I are long suffering and now happy Rutgers fans. But Pete's a huge country fan, and we didn't know that sitting next to one another. He's a huge country music fan, and one of his sons goes to. I think he goes to Oklahoma, not Oklahoma State. I think it was Oklahoma. I think it's a Boomer Sooner. Anyway, Pete and his wife, longtime country fans, way longer than I've been. And so he reached out the other day. He's like, hey, I have some suggestions if you'd like them. And I'm like, sure. So I'm going to do a few of them in Pete's honor, sporadically interspersed. But this is Will Banister's song, Everything Burns. I don't know Will's music. Pete's a big George Strait fan and a Merle fan, and that genre, not Nashville stuff per se. And so I don't know Will's music. And he's from Portales, New Mexico. I've been in New Mexico. I've been to Santa Fe and Albuquerque, but I don't know where Portales is. And there it is. So, and I'm wearing a Rutgers hat and the Stone Pony, both Jersey things. Here we go. Will Banister's Everything Burns. Oh, it's the video.
Friend, I know you're right. I shouldn't be here every night, sitting at the bar, drinking at this bar. I could make my way back home just to find myself alone, hating her, missing her. The whiskey ain't easy going down, but it's smoother than her memory when it comes around.
Yeah, I know that.
Last Sunday I got up and went to church, but the fire and brimstone only made it worse. He preached about the road I'm going down. It leads to a place that I've already found.
Hell.
He knew every word on every page he turned, but what he didn't know is when you lose a girl like her, everything burns. Everything burns.
I gotta pause for a second. So these songs hit me, too. You listen to them, I'm reflecting on my own life. I'm feeling for this guy. I know people who have gone through it. I know people who are going through it, and that human suffering. But he's capturing it, man. It's like even the good things hurt. The bad, because you're supposed to be sharing it with someone else. You know what, though? We don't know why she's gone. Let's find out.
If it's all the same to you, I think I'll stay here on this stool, order up around, and watch the clock go around. I may not find the answers here, but that's alright, 'cause I can't find them anywhere. Last Sunday I got up and went to church, but The fire and brimstone only made it worse. He preached about the road I'm going down. It leads to a place that I've already found. He knew every word on every page he turned. But what he didn't know is when you lose a girl like her, everything burns. Everything burns. Everything burns.
On the picture, man. Wow. That that was really well shot, that thing. And there's a lot of thoughts I had about that. The way it was shot, and just seeing Will there, he stayed in one spot singing that. And I don't, that'd be hard to do, I would imagine, just staying. And he held the same expression as though he was living this. I got the sense that this is more than a breakup. The look on his face just said this is way more than a breakup. I don't know if she passed away. There's a lot that goes on when you're reacting to a song. You're hearing something for the first time, and there's so many textured parts of it that could carry you away. The meaning of words are still being carried along in the wave of the song. In the end, the preacher just shook his head, and it's like, well, was he shaking his head in compassion, or was he shaking his head in disappointment? And obviously earlier in the song it was disapproval, disappointment, you're going down a bad path. That's not the fire and brimstone speech, rather than the compassionate, man, I feel you, I know where you've been, come hang out with me. Instead of going to the bar, we'll talk, we'll watch the game, we won't say a word, we'll whatever. It's a hell of a song. uh, Whew. Yeah, I can relate to a lot of it. But the way he sang that, he's got a good voice too. I mean, he's got a really good voice for the traditional, not the non-pop country sound. Even if he went in pop, it would be a good voice. But I mean, some of these songs I can relate to way too close. But all right, so now I got to rate this song, right? Man, I felt every bit of that. And then he was, the layered on top of it, being judged. Not only is he in pain, he's already feeling like he's in hell. And then the fire and brimstone part of it's being thrown at him and layered on top of that. I'm coming in at a 9.5. That's up there with some of George Jones's stuff, for instance. But that's a hell of a song. All right, and there's a couple others I'm going to be doing that Pete requested too. Another one of Will's, will go up in a couple days, or depending on what order I post them and such. But that's it. All right, shout out to you, Pete. Great suggestion. Thank you for that. All right, that's it, guys. Have a great day. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country.